Hello, readers, and thank you for coming to Lesson 2 of our Morpheme Matrices, working with words with the base word port. As we said before, the word port is to carry, and that's what we're learning about this week. Port is a free root, which means it can stand on its own as a word. Root words can have affixes added to them to create new connected words. So, how do we build words from roots? By adding prefixes and or suffixes, and those are the affixes, to a word, you slightly change the meaning to a more precise definition. Today we are going to practice adding some, it says prefixes there, but it's actually suffixes to our root. So we're actually going to be adding some suffixes to our root. And the suffixes we're going to add are going to be s, which is plural, or changed in a verb tense, ed, which is changed to past tense, or ing, which is a present verb tense. And then at the end, we're going to read some words, practice reading some words, putting those words together to see if we can actually decode them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the word port, which means to carry, and we're going to add the suffix s, which is makes it plural, or it's a change in verb tense. So we add those together, we get ports. As a verb, ports means to carry to a place. As a noun, it is more than one place to carry something to. If you remember, one of our words for the silent blending last week was a seaport. That would be a noun. It's a place they carry something to by sea. In a sentence, the crew carefully ports the goods from the ship to the dock. That's as a verb. As a noun, the busy ports along the coast handle thousands of ships every year. So you need to look at how it's being used to figure out if it's a noun or a verb. Let's try another one. Still working with the word port, which means to carry, we're going to add the suffix ed, which is a change to past tense. Now this is always with verbs. This won't be the noun version of the word port. When we combine them, we get the word ported. As a verb, ported means something was carried from one place to another, was being the key word there because it's past tense. In a sentence, the goods were ported from the warehouse to the store by truck. They were carried to the warehouse. And last, still working with the word port, we're going to add ing, which is a present tense verb. What would our word be? Porting, of course. Can you figure out the definition? As a verb, porting means the act of carrying or moving something from one place to another, because carry in present tense verb, so it's carrying. In a sentence, you might say the workers were busy porting supplies from the ship to the dock all morning long. And usually we see this used when it has to do with ships, but it can be used in other ways too. Now let's practice reading some. We're going to add some prefixes that we've already seen, our root and a suffix. See if you can figure out what the words are. Importing, passports, exported, transports, teleported, reporting, airports, porting, imported. And if any of those are unfamiliar, you already know what the root is. You already know what the suffix is. Look up that prefix. See if you can figure out and define what those new words are. Again, these are all slightly related because they all work with the root word port. That's going to be it for this lesson. In lesson 3, we're going to continue to explore how we can build words with port and we're going to be adding some new suffixes. Until then, happy reading.